Hello and welcome. I'm Marquette and this is Mind Body Dallas. Today I want to talk to you about values, value systems, and the values that you adopted likely from your family of origin. You probably just got those downloaded. You got them by observation, and these are the things that you value in your relationships, in your life, and you should question them. You should definitely go for a deep dive, a soul searching expedition deep into the depths of your soul to find out, what do I value and why do I value those things, and am I aligned with those values with my partner? So if you are married and you find that you're constantly disappointed and struggling in your relationship, well, let me help you. You need to talk about your values with your husband. If you are someone who is still dating, and hopefully you're dating around, dating as many people as you can, let the cream rise to the top. Don't worry, you will know when you find your person, but please discuss values with him before you get married, because you need to be on the same page. Otherwise, you're going to constantly be expecting him to value what you value when this person may not even know what you value. He may not care and value those same things. So I have the pleasure of working with women all day long and all week long. And this week I've actually talked to two different women who are very disappointed in their spouse because he doesn't value what they value. One, for instance, first, let me say, is very motivated to be super healthy, and she's very healthy and very fit and very excited about natural birth. She had natural birth with all of her kids and no epidural, and she breastfed and chose wisely with all of the immunization schedules and things like that. Didn't immunize several immunizations and big things like that, ate out of the garden, all of these things. And she was disappointed that the husband wasn't acknowledging those things, and even more than acknowledge, but appreciating. He didn't thank her for that. He hasn't thanked her for that. And be sure that husband, like he may have valued having a big family like she did, so they had lots of kids, but he may not have valued at all. He obviously doesn't value how they came to be. C-section, epidural, natural birth. Like, why do I care? I don't care. I just want a bunch of kids. Now, he may not even know to go and do the research and explore these options and things like that. But that wasn't obviously an aligned value system for either one of them, or for both of them. So she's disappointed. Are you disappointed? Are you struggling? Are you addicted to disappointment? Are you addicted to struggles? And that's what I asked you on the last video. If you are, you have to change, because if you're always right and you're always perfect and you're always, right and perfect, then everything outside of you is going to reflect back to you wrong to confirm that you are right, and it's going to be disappointing so that you can be disappointed. If you're addicted to being disappointed, then everything around you is going to be disappointing to you. And so same thing, like if you're addicted, if you're sending out frequencies of struggle and you're always talking about complaints and struggle and how bad your husband is, then he's going to continue confirming that in your reality, because reality has to confirm what you're vibrating out. If you turn it on to a country channel, then country music has to play. Whether you like country or not is irrelevant. Whether you wanted country or not, if you put it on that station, 99.9 The Wolf, well, then that's gonna play. Same thing with the TV or everything you're getting. So just observe everything that you're getting back in your life. And if it's constant disappointments, then it's probably things that you're vibrating out. You're vibrating a disappointing energy, and your husband is going to continue disappointing you. This other client was disappointed because she brings in a lot of money for the house, but she also takes care of the kids, and she is excellent at everything she does. And He just doesn't really seem to, he takes her for granted. He takes her for granted that she works and she takes care of all the kids. He gets to do just the fun stuff, but none of the hard stuff. And yes, typically that's the female experience. The guys, some people call it Disney dad. They get to do just the fun stuff. And I get it. That can be disappointing, but also, you have to just look at it and just say, I value that I'm doing a good job, and I see that I'm doing a good job being a great mom and being very efficient, and God sees it. So I need and seek God's approval alone to feel good about myself. I feel good because my worth, value, identity, self-esteem, self-image, importance, and significance is in God alone, not in people's approval, appearances, performance, my productivity, on and on and on. You can make a whole list of these things. But when you need and seek approval constantly from your husband or from your kids or from your parents or from outside reality, you're going to be disappointed. Like, you have to just let that go. Anyway, make sure also that you're aligned on these things. Does your husband even care that you're bringing in any income? Does he care that you're helping with the kids? Like, all of these things, is that a value for him? In my own experience, I can tell you that quality time is a big value for my husband and myself. And so we do a lot of things versus like money versus quality time. How much quality time will we have if you choose that job versus this job? I like for him to have weekends off. I like to have weekends off. So I've given up a ton of work in my industry. Saturdays are a big day, and they used to be one of my top days, and I've given Saturdays up. I also tiptoed and did into real estate for a while, and I did residential real estate for less than a year, but then I worked for a law firm and did a little bit of selling to realtors. I was selling DocuSign. That's back in the day before DocuSign was like a thing. Now you've probably done a lot of things on DocuSign, and I used to sell that program. I used to sell that technology to realtors, selling DocuSign, because it was better hours. Because real estate was, you got to get the contract in by midnight. Sometimes I was up still working on these things 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night, finishing up contracts. Also, clients wanted to see condos and homes and whatever after work or on their lunch break, on the weekends. Open houses were always on Sundays. And so it was just not really great, even though the money was good, the opportunity for money, the opportunity for being interrupted with my husband, which is something he values a lot. He does not like being he likes having a set schedule, and so do I. But we had to make sure that we were aligned on that, because a lot of marriages fail because of misaligned values. And I am encouraging you to get in your journal, get in your soul, get deep into your heart, write down your values, figure out your values, and then get on the same page, literally get on the same page with your husband. And if you are still dating, I cannot tell you enough how important it is to get on the same page with this person that you are dating. And do not marry him if y'all are not aligned on a lot of big things. But the little things add up to be the big things too. So the little things you need to be aligned on as well. Does he exercise? Does he speak kindly to you? Does he use profane language a lot? Is he, you think it's no big deal. Oh yeah, he doesn't work out, but I don't really care about that. Well, if you work out a lot, you might care about it eventually. If he's ugly to you, it says unkind things to his mother or to you, and he's sassy, do you like that long term? If he has a potty mouth or things like that. Is he ambitious and he values working hard? If not, that's really important. If you value that, that's important for you to recognize. Because if both of you guys are okay with making $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a year, and that's going to be okay, and you love the house that you're in, but if you're striving to make $100,000, $150,000, $300,000 a year and more, who knows, whatever, you want to own your own business and make $1 million a year, and he doesn't value that, and you're pouring yourself into your work, and he just wants you to be home, then he's always going to be disappointed in your behavior, and vice versa. So does he value eating healthy? I hear this one all the time, because in my industry, I'm working with women who want to lose 5 pounds, tighten up, tone up for spring break and, oh, but my husband brought home beer last night, or my husband asked me to have a glass of wine, or my husband brought home pizza. And it's so frustrating because he doesn't support me in my goals and we're not aligned in our value systems. And it's just really frustrating. So be sure you are aligned. Cannot emphasize that enough, and get on the same page with your spouse. Okay, talk to you soon.